My name is Zachary.
My name's Alex.
My name is Nick.
My name is Dan.
My name is Marisol.
And my name is Rolando.
Thank you all for being here today. Today I'll be talking about why we should have urban green spaces and why we should protect and enforce green spaces in urban areas. So we build cities to thrive, yet our connection to nature is compromised. Today, I argue that we must take action to protect, restore, and expand our urban green spaces to repair public health, environmental, and social issues. We will examine consequences of declining green areas, explore root causes of urban deforestation, reveal the life-changing benefits of reversing this trend, and exactly how you can get involved. First, let's look at the environmental decline. Removing foliage destroys natural drainage and creates excessive heat. According to a global evaluation published in the peer-reviewed journal, Sustainable Cities and Society, asphalt and concrete trap solar radiation, causing surface heat to intensify at dangerous rates in growing cities. Second, this creates a major public health crisis. The destruction of urban green space causes a direct spike in psychological ailments and respiratory conditions. A landmark study featured in the Lancet Psychiatry establishes that exposure to green spaces is highly psychologically restorative and reduces chronic stress, while its absence triggers spike in anxiety and long-term depressive diagnosis. Now that we recognize the environmental and mental consequences of this loss, we have to ask ourselves, how did our landscapes become so entirely covered in concrete? The root cause of urban deforestation is unregulated municipal development. Cities consistently prioritize short-term commercial footprint expansion over sustainable ecosystem infrastructure. For the peer-reviewed global infrastructure journal Land states, researchers found that rapid population migration causes cities to aggressively clear old growth canopies for commercial housing without enacting sustainable zoning limitations. Now, a large part of understanding this issue is recognizing the opposing side. Opponents of urban green space protection argue that prioritizing foliage stifles economic growth, limits affordable housing, and costs cities excessive maintenance tax dollars. However, this argument is flawed. Ignoring green infrastructure is an economic deficit. Tree canopies act as a natural storm water buffer and cooling systems. Failing to implement them actually costs cities millions of dollars in flood damages, infrastructure deterioration, and escalating public health expenses. By understanding the causes of this ecological loss, we can pivot toward advantages of ecological restoration. The solution requires a two-part strategy: aggressive policy preservation and strategic urban reforestation. First, we must institute strict city ordinances that legally protect mature trees and mandate that structural developers integrate vegetative systems into their architectural designs. A 2025 systemic analysis published in the journal Sustainability proves that integrating advanced green building systems massively decreases indoor cooling demands, and it naturally purifies neighborhood air. Second, we must convert small vacant lots into parks and tree-lined transit corridors to restore biodiversity. Research from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health highlights that deliberate urban greening dramatically lowers community isolation rates and increases neighborhood attachment. In conclusion, we looked at how concrete landscapes increase heat and mental stress, acknowledged how commercial development causes this destruction, and prove the implementing green infrastructure saves lives, ecosystems, and urban economies. To prevent our community from becoming a concrete box, I'm calling on each of you to take action. In your free time, go to tampagov.net/tree-tree-tree. Sign the local urban canopy protection petition. This petition demands that the city council mandate a 35% minimum tree canopy requirement on all future commercial housing builds. It takes exactly 60 seconds to sign, and our collective signatures can make a huge difference. Thank you all for listening.